Hi, I'm Michelle Begue with a look at what's happening in Latin America now. But first, our news trivia.
Howler monkeys are dropping dead from the trees due to the scorching heat in which Latin American nation? We'll have the answer later. Mexicans will be heading out to vote for their next president on Sunday, and 2 women are leading the race. The main candidates are former mayor of Mexico City, Claudia Sheinbaum, who has been backed by current president Andrés Manuel López Obrador, and Xochitl Gálvez, an opposition senator and tech entrepreneur. With Sheinbaum and Gálvez as the frontrunners, Mexico will likely elect their first female president, making it a historic election. Both candidates have promised to address high rates of gender-based violence and gender inequality. Brazil is experiencing the largest dengue fever outbreak in its history. The country has now surpassed a record-breaking 5 million cases of dengue so far this year. According to health officials, there have been nearly 3,000 confirmed deaths. Brazil's healthcare system has been struggling to keep up with the epidemic with overcrowded hospitals. Dengue is a mosquito-borne viral disease that causes joint pain, rash, and fever. Officials say the increase in the number of mosquitoes carrying the disease is due to high temperatures. Now let's go to my colleague Joel Richards, who has a special report about Chile.
It is 4 months since Chile suffered one of its worst disasters in recent history. Last February, wildfires ravaged the Valparaíso region near the capital Santiago. At least 137 people were killed, tens of thousands of homes were destroyed, and thousands of hectares of land were devastated by the blaze. 2 people have now been arrested on suspicion of starting the fire. 22-year-old Francisco Mondaca, a firefighter, and 31-year-old Franco Pinto, who has 10 years of experience in working for CONAF, the Chilean forestry company whose job it is to prevent forest fires. Both have been charged with arson resulting in death. Materials used to start the fires were found in the home of one of the suspects, and prosecutors have linked one of the suspects to 6 previous fires in the region. Mondaca and Pinto remain in custody while the judge has given prosecutors 6 months to complete the investigation into how and why the deadly forest fires were started.
Check out these images from Peru, where dozens of spectators got to go to a floating cinema. This is part of the first ever floating cinema festival held in the Amazon jungle. Attendees of the Mayuna Festival watched a variety of films that promote indigenous culture.
Now let's check out what stories we're following for next week.
A story we're following closely is Colombia's announcement that it will keep open its Panama border along the Darien Gap. This dangerous and once dense jungle between the 2 countries has become a major route for undocumented migration out of South America. Closing the Darien Gap was also one of Panama's President José Raúl Mulino's campaign promises, citing the large amount of refugees crossing into Panama. Colombia's Foreign Minister Luis Gilberto Murillo announced a plan to improve migration strategies to help refugees. And now the answer to our news trivia. The answer is C. At least 138 howler monkeys were found dead in Mexico's Gulf Coast in less than 2 weeks. Mexico has been experiencing a deadly heat wave. Around a third of the country saw highs of 45 degrees Celsius. Officials of the state of Tabasco say hundreds of howler monkeys have been killed and are suffering from heat strokes. Veterinarians are using ice and IV drips to hydrate the monkeys.
And that's it for this week. We'll see you again soon on Latin America Now.